Hey guys, it's Evan here, and for my first video, I decided that I wanted to do kind of a natural looking face makeup routine slash kind of like chit chat, get ready with me so I can, share a little bit about me and show you guys kind of my everyday routine. So if that is something that you're interested in, then keep watching. All right, so the first thing I did was I got my beauty sponge wet. This one is from BH Cosmetics. I actually just started using it. I don't know how I feel about it. I do like this tip for the precision because it gets in there really nice, but it's very dense. Like I can't feel my finger on the other side. So I don't know how I feel about it. Let me know in the comments if you guys have used this one or like what your favorite beauty sponge is. I usually use Morphe or like the Jeffree Star one, but I've had this one for a while and I wanted to use it, so here we go. Okay, I'm gonna start off with a primer. Normally I would put moisturizer on, but I put some on yesterday and I don't like to overdo it. So I'm just gonna go in with this little Becca one that I have. I do have a mini Laura Mercier one that I used yesterday that I'm obsessed with, but it's kind of like really good and it's just a sample. So I wanna hold on to it for a day when I'm actually like going out versus I'm just gonna run some errands. So I'm just putting the Becca primer on the back of my hand like I do most products just to give myself that own sense of control. And I obviously washed my hands before getting started and I'm just gonna rub it in. I like this Becca one. It's very light and it just soaks in the skin. It doesn't make the skin, I would say, like as sticky as some other ones, but I don't really have a problem with product holding onto my face, so I don't necessarily need a sticky primer, especially for the face. So we are all primed, and now I'm gonna go in with, I have this little sample. I get all these samples from my aunt from Ulta. She gets like the diamond points, so she always has a ton of samples. She gave me this mini Tarte foundation, and I used it yesterday and I was obsessed with it. It gave me such full coverage and it looked so nice. So I'm going to put one fat pump on the back of my hand, and I feel like this is going to really get most of my face. I'm going to start with the ball kind of end and just, I don't know why I feel like I always end up starting my foundation at my chin. Anyone else? Or like, where do you guys always start your foundation? I don't think it matters. If there is like a more beneficial way of like where you're supposed to lay it down first, then let me know. So I'm just patting this on my skin, carefully avoiding my under eyes because I'm gonna obviously conceal them and I don't want to get it too clogged up with foundation. So I am going to need just a little bit more to cover. I don't have enough, so I'm going to just do one little half pump because this is very, I feel like you can see kind of the difference between my eye and where I haven't covered under the eye. So I think this is really good. I was really impressed with it yesterday to the point where I was like, wow, I would probably buy this the next time that I need foundation. Now I'm going in with the tip end just to get some of these little like finer areas. And I can't believe how well this shade matches me for just being like a literal sample that I just grabbed from my aunt's drawer and was like, yeah, I'll take it. I think that looks good. Definitely more coverage. Like I normally used in the summer, I normally use this BB cream, which I like it. It's very light and fresh and it goes on super easy, but sometimes it just doesn't even look like you have anything on. And I do have redness that I like to correct and try to make all one color. So I am pretty pleased with the way that this foundation is looking. Okay, now I know I said I wasn't going to use it, but I am just going to use a drop of this Laura Mercier Pure Canvas. I will probably be purchasing this in a full size, but I used it yesterday and I just felt like it was a really, really great primer. And I'm just using a drop of it to put on my under eye because I do have dark circles and very wrinkly under eyes. And I hate when concealer gets like caked in there and it looks crusty and whatever. I don't like that. And I felt like this Laura Mercier Pure Canvas primer helped with that yesterday, so that's why I'm going to put a little bit on my under eye. All right, now I'm going to do some concealer on my under eye. I like to use a combination of the Jeffree Star and C4, which is a little bit light for me. I bought it in the winter, and it's also like very pigmented. It is, I don't want to say hard to blend, but sometimes it gives, I like a bright under eye, but sometimes it's a little too bright. So I like to offset it with this Kylie one in color Ivory, because it's just like darker, and I do, well, you'll see. So I'm going to do the Jeffree. Also with the Jeffree, this wand, like so much product comes out. There's like a little hole, like a lip in between. And you can just see like when I go and wipe it off, like how much product comes off. So I wipe it a lot, wipe it down, wipe it, just because I don't want to waste product. And like that is just way too much. Like I use the little tip of this and I just do like 3 dots. I'm going to do one out here to kind of bring it up. Okay, so I did 4 dots of the Jeffree. And now underneath it, I'm going to go in with the Kylie just a little bit, just to get, so that when I blend it, it kind of matches the foundation I've already laid down. I also have these dark spots up on my eyelids, so I'm going to do a little bit of that, and that will probably act as my eye primer, since I'm not going to do a crazy eyeshadow look, since I'm going for more of a natural kind of look today. So I am just going to start blending this in. And with concealer, you really just have to keep going. Normally I use one of the mini beauty blenders, but I don't know where mine is at the moment, and I don't feel like opening a new one. Okay, now I'm just gonna come back up. Like I said, I have sometimes discolored eyelids. Whether it's from makeup the night before or just redness, I do rub my eyes a lot. I try not to because I know that gives you wrinkles. But sometimes you just can't help it when you're so tired and you just have to rub your eye. So I'm just trying to make this all one color. See, I think this looks very natural. Like my skin looks all one color, but I don't feel caked. Like I feel like if I even went to the beach or like sat out in the sun, that I would still be comfortable and not like get this crop off my face. So I'm pretty pleased with the base. And I am going to keep it relatively natural, but I am going to go in with a little bit of, I guess, this is a highlight and contour palette from Morphe. I literally only use the shade Donut. To be honest, I don't think the highlighters show up that well, but I do like this contour. I'm kind of new to contour, so it's like an easy kind of starting point. And then I use this BH Cosmetics, like this flat brush to get like the angles. That's just what I think I'm supposed to do. Well, you guys let me know if there's something better I can do, a better tool or a better strategy, because as you're going to see, I normally start at the forehead because like I said, I am new to kind of contouring, and I feel like the forehead is relatively easy and kind of like a safe place to start. And I always try to make sure I blend it into my hairline up here, because I don't like a sharp looking, like where your makeup ends. And then after I do the forehead, I usually do the chin, because I also feel like I kind of know what I'm doing in that area. So I'm just outlining. I do like to contour the chin because I do have a little bit of a double chin, and it does create that nice shadow effect so that it kind of eliminates the chin, eliminate the nose. I don't contour my nose. I think my nose is fine, the shape and the size, so I typically don't. I'm also, like I said, new to contouring, so if anyone has any tips on contouring a nose, or if I should, let me know. Okay, so now this part, I usually will just bring down from the forehead and connect to what I was doing at the chin to make it kind of cohesive. And same on the other side. For me, the cheek is probably the part I don't think I'm very good at, or like when I do it, I don't notice anything. I guess I can kind of see it. And then I'll just go over like where I already was. Like I said, I'm going for a very like natural look here. I'm not trying to do like a harsh line or anything like that, even though it is kind of showing up harsh on the camera. So I'm just blending it. I think that looks good. It just adds like a little bit of warmth back into your face since the foundation does make it like all one shade. And since we're keeping it pretty natural, I am gonna do some blush, but I actually use this pink eyeshadow from Morphe, this one over here. It creates that really like sunburn look that I feel like I've seen like a lot on like TikTok and stuff right now. I feel like for the summer, it is very in right now. So I just take a little bit on my finger and I just pat it on the apples of my cheeks. Of course, like I have natural cheek redness, but it's not in like the cute spot. So I cover it up and then put on fake. I keep getting this like super harsh line between where I'm putting the blush. And I know that it's like obviously darker, but I can't seem to get that to like blend it to a place where I am happy with it. It's not as bad. I guess maybe I'm just following the natural curvature of my cheekbone. So it is just like really showing how like the shape is. So I'm just taking this fluffy brush to kind of try to like blend everything in. Oh, I didn't even set my under eye with concealer or with powder, excuse me. Maybe I will do that as well since I do have the best setting powder in my opinion. Laura Mercier. So I will just do a little dab. I'm going to use the tip of this because normally I would use the little guy, which has kind of this tip. And I'm just going to do a light dusting here. And maybe that will blend in with the blush a little bit and kind of soften that hard line I was talking about. Okay. Just gives you like that bright under eye, which I love. Especially since I have dark circles, like I try to brighten it as much as I can. Normally I'd put like more blush on, but I kind of like the light look. And last time I put too much and I felt like I looked like a clown. So we're going to cap it at that. Okay, the next step in my like natural makeup look is going to be to do my eyebrows. They actually don't look too bad, but I do have some just like sparse areas from like accidentally shaving them or over tweezing or getting them waxed from like a horrible evil witch who waxed all my eyebrows off right before I was standing up in a wedding. So I'm just gonna start with the spoolie and kind of, I like to go up, like get them all up in the same direction and then go to the side. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And they actually look like, does anyone feel like their eyebrows are different every day? Like how they look right now, I'm like, oh, I don't even really need to fill them in. Like I'm still going to, but I feel like every day is different. So I'm starting in like the really light areas where I have patches, because even just by doing that, it like, you see how it just kind of filled it in and now it matches the rest. Like the rest of my brow doesn't even really need it. Now I'm gonna hit the other side where I have my lighter areas. And I'm really not one to do like a harsh, like I don't line my eyebrow. I've never done that really like snatched, like cut eyebrow. Like I don't cut my eyebrows with concealer. I just like a very natural look. But I would definitely be open to trying like the not crazy, the like very sleek eyebrow. So let me know if I should try that and what products I should use. I do have like this wet guy for the Anastasia that goes over it. I just, truthfully, I don't like it. I think it makes it look too dark and like scary, like eyebrows. So I just stick with the pencil and like, I think that looks great. Okay, so for eyes, I think I'm just gonna stick with like a very light, like normally I would do like the corner crease with like a darker color, you know, build the whole thing out. But I'm feeling super natural today and I don't want to have to feel like I have like a bunch of crap on my eyes, especially because I rub them a lot. So I am just going to use my biggest fluffy brush for my Jeffree Star. I love the natural hair brushes. They pick up matte pigments so well. This is the JS9 and I have the whole set, and I actually ordered like 5 more of the natural hair because I've barely even touched the synthetic brushes. I only use the natural hair ones, and I try to only use them for mattes because for shimmers I just do my finger. So I'm just gonna go in with this really basic, like it's kind of like a light purple gray almost, and I'm just gonna coat essentially my whole lid with it, and that be like my base. So I'm starting in the corner, and I didn't put any, I did not prime my eyes. Like normally I have a little pot primer from NYX that I would use, but since I put concealer on the upper lid, and since I'm going for like a soft natural look, I'm not gonna use the primer, but normally I would. Normally I would also probably put some powder to catch the fallout, but again, since I'm doing a super light look, I'm not anticipating that much fallout. Very subtle, very cute. Like you really can't even tell. Like you might not even know that I have shadow on. Might just look like I have like discolored lids, but I think that looks cute. It's natural, it's soft, and that's really what I'm going for. So I'm not even gonna do another, I dropped my concealer. Not gonna do a darker color in the corner. I just really don't feel like that. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna take some setting spray and just set my face. Also, I feel like that gets the lids a little bit wet to take the shimmer that I'm gonna put on. My lips are like still stained from the lipstick I had on yesterday, but I actually kind of like it. I feel like it gives them like this natural pinky glow that is not natural. They're just like leftover kind of stained, but I did take it off last night. All right, so now I'm gonna go in. I think I'm gonna go in with this middle shimmer right here. Oh, you can see my basket of shoes in the reflection. That middle shimmer right there. I think that will just be cute and subtle and really match what I've already laid down. So I just took a little tiny bit on my finger, and I'm just placing it right at the front of the lid. Not necessarily in the inner corner, but trying to kind of keep it on this half just so it gives that illusion. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here and just patting it on the lid very softly. Cute. That's literally all I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna take my trusted, don't know where it is. I have this e.l.f. brush that I always use for blending. I don't know why. It just, like, for me, it always is, like, what I go to, but I don't know where it is exactly. So I'm going to grab this BH Cosmetics one and just kind of blend in the two shadows so that they just, like, match together seamlessly. And, like, yeah. I do have a little bit of sparkly fallout under my eye, which I have to say I hate. You can't really, it's not really showing up on camera. So I'm going to take just this big fluffy brush and hope that I can just kind of swoop it away. Cute. I like that the pink in the shadow is kind of pulling to the cheek, and then I might do like a subtle lip or maybe just like a gloss or something. I'm not going to do eyeliner. I have been using winged or like the liquid felt tip liner lately, but I'm not like incredible at it. So I'm just going to keep it simple with curling my lashes and this Tarte Maneater mascara that I've been using okay, so I'm going to curl my lashes one by one because I have very flat sticking out eyelashes that I don't really like that much, but what are you going to do? So curl. It's like a little trick that I like to do if I have time is get my blow dryer out and warm up the curler and then curl your lashes, and it does truly like give them a much more curled look. But I don't have my hair dryer out, so we're just doing the usual. And then I'll curl the other side. And I hate clumpy, no Yzma in here. Yeah, very subtle, very light, but still looks cute, I think. Okay, I'm really liking the way this is looking. To finish it off, I am just gonna go in with a gloss. I put some chapstick on this morning because my lips were really dry from using a matte lipstick yesterday. Normally I would go in with like a Kylie. I have all of hers. This is actually shade Kylie. This is my favorite one. But it is a little bit dark and I do have a very light natural look on. So I'm actually going to use this Too Faced lip gloss. And no, it's a little sample guy like the rest of my stuff. But I actually love the way it looks. I don't love that it like remains wet and sticky on your lips, but I think it looks so pretty. Just like the perfect pink shiny lip gloss. I don't know, what do you guys think? I feel like it looks a little bit weird on camera. Like it looks, I don't know, different, but I think it looks really sweet in person, really cute and innocent, just like me. All right, I'm really liking how this came out. It's super natural, just to run some errands, walk around in case you like bump into someone who you're trying to look good for. So I'm just gonna finish it off with this MAC setting spray that my aunt also gave me. It's cucumber and I love a cucumber moment. This one is like a mist versus the NYX one I was using. This one is like a spray and it's almost empty, but this guy is like, it's just feels so wonderful. Like it feels like you're at the beach and you're just getting misted. So I'm gonna let that dry, and I usually will take that time to just like beat in anything else, lock it in. All right, so this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. I really like it. I think it looks so soft, so natural. Like you can barely tell I even have face makeup on. You can really just see like the eyes and the lipstick or the lip gloss, which I don't know how I feel about the lip gloss. It's okay. I might not like rock it when I leave the house, but it looks cute for the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I realized I didn't talk much about me. I kind of just talked about the products, but that's okay. So I'll just throw in a little tidbit about me. My name is Evan. I'm 24 years old. I just moved into my own apartment in Chicago for the first time. I had been living with family in the suburbs, so I'm super excited for this new journey, and I love makeup. I think it's fun. I have my whole makeup table set up in my room here, so I'm thinking this might be the first of many makeup, lifestyle, home kind of videos. I would love to show you guys my apartment once it is all set up. So if you are interested, if you like me, if you think this is cool, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, or tell your friends, or just don't leave a mean comment because my confidence. If you guys want to follow me on like Instagram, it's at Evan Melissa Davis. I am on private because I was doing some job interviews, but I will happily confirm any requests that you guys send me. And yeah, just be on the lookout for some other videos, some apartment stuff, lifestyle stuff, Chicago kind of 20-something living. That's kind of what I think I'm going for, but I'm super new to this. So thanks for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you guys in the next one.